So Keith, just tell us about your projects and about your website. I think you told me rawthoughts.com. That sounds good.
Well, I started Raw Thoughts. I started my publishing company in 2008.
Oh, congratulations.
Blindly. Thank you, sir. Blindly. And back to even how we can get our stuff to the masses. You know, I worked at Dyfus, but also I found another job, under the table job, and I was as a bouncer. And with that money, you know, I slowly saved. I think that's another thing we need to learn how to do, is just learn how to take that, like we have $5 in our pocket, take that dollar and apply it to a dream. And if we do that over time, it will amass itself and you'll have enough to, you know, pursue your dreams. And so to answer your question, my first book, Raw Thoughts of Wise Dumb Man, came out in 2009. And I followed it up quickly with my second and my third book, which came out in 2011 and 12.
Nice.
And, you know, my ambition spoke, but also I just wasn't satisfied with how I delivered the message. And I took this long about way to get here that I finally, my talent, my mind, my point of view has finally found its home in my fourth book, and it's titled Struggle. God, thank you, brother. God willing, you know, it'll be out September. It's all done. Just need to get it printed out, and we're going to be throwing multiple events. So Facebook family, people that checking on my website or emails, what have you, just please check out for the day and time, because I want all that energy in the room, because it's some powerful things being discussed. So once again, I'm coming out with that project in September, and then God willing, June 2016, I'll be coming out with my fifth book, and that's titled The Black Collection, and it's 60 poems, point of view, current events, Channel 7 news, but from a brother's point of view. Strong visuals. Actually, some of the visuals that I'm working with, I'm going to be giving it to this young man because I need his talent to grace it and to establish another point of view that I can learn from. So, you know, I definitely want you to keep look out for the projects. I post poems. I used to do it every day, but I kind of slowed down a bit. I don't want to oversaturate, so I do post poems about 2-3 times a week. I tag people, you know, you can check it out there. I have a GoFundMe site too for Struggle. You know, my fourth book is aptly named Struggle because that's what I went through the last 2014 and a little bit of this year. And I'm looking for the support of my people. So if you do like my work and you want to, you know, support the cause, definitely take a look at the GoFundMe page. Email me. If you go to the GoFundMe page, I'll send you some of my old projects because, you know, it's a give and take world, and I want to make sure that your support is at least blessed with something from me. And, you know, that's what I'm working on. I want to do more things with positive brothers like yourself.
I appreciate it.
You know, because I just think the messages that you're bringing, the dialogue that you're creating is much needed. We have to learn how to converse with one another. You know, not only talk, but just listen. You know, and that's what's beautiful about this. You know, within the 30 to 40 minutes we sat down, I learned a lot. And,
yeah, and I have to say, you know, you just said I'm listening to you, and it's like this is the music. This is the language we need to hear, because I'm so inspired to hear another man, black man, talking about the struggle and wanting to do better writing, wanting to put a better project out, and having projected dates. See, that's the language you need to hear instead of death and destruction. And as I always say, I'm not going to deny in life there's death, there's destruction, there's murder, but there's also goodness. There's also kindness, there's also appreciation. I mean, there's so many elements. So all I'm saying is that we need to hear this YouTube. If you hear this YouTube, you need to share it with another black man and a sister. Because there might be a sister that never, they'll be like, well, a black man wrote 5 books? Al Taylor? No. In 2015. Keith, you understand? This is what I'm trying to say. And this is the power that we have with technology to extend, to exponentially expand, not just one at a time. Use the media to help us gain our audience, pull in our audience, recreate the world.
Without question. Yeah. Without question. Please listen to that message, because all jokes aside, you can do it. You can do it, and I'm going to look directly in the camera with that. You know, you can do it. Rather if you start off putting a poem a day on Facebook, rather you go to Staples and get your poems binded, and you sell them that way. And even to let y'all know, because a lot of people come to, I do the Harlem Book Fair, I do multiple events a year. To self-publish yourself is not that expensive. Okay, you know, some of you brothers and sisters that have kids and you file your income tax, and you know that number's over 4,000 to 5,000. You could take 2,000 of that and get 500 copies, and then double and triple your message. Okay, so it's not that, and just it's not. It's in reach. It's just, are you willing to reach for it? Just like with your message, you know, just like with your message, with that same point of view, turn that point of view and put it in yourself. Okay, put it into, how do I want to go further into this North or Irvington or Maplewood or Union or East Brunswick or anywhere in Jersey? How can I go national? It's in reach. Just do the hardest thing that it is for any black person to do in America. Believe in yourself.